Brentford Football Club have called out Gabby Agbonlahor this morning.
Oh, don't get me started, Ali. Honestly, Ali, I've never heard Villa Park so angry. Listen, was the ball 100% out? No one will ever know. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. No one will ever know.
For those of you who's not watching at this moment in time, I can just exclusively reveal that the ball did look out.
Okay, Ali, you know what? I'm going to give you some info about Brentford, all right?
Now, wait a minute, before we get any further. Are you accepting now that the ball might have been out?
I can't really tell. It's camouflage with the pitch.
It's looking out to me, that's all I'm saying.
I'm colourblind, I can't see, Ali. So, Brentford's G-Tech Stadium only holds 17,250 fans.
Oh, my goodness.
Teams with a bigger capacity. MK Dons, 30,500 in League 2. Notts County, 19,500 in League 2. Bolton Wanderers, 28,700 in League 1. Bradford City, 25,000 League 1. Huddersfield, 24,500 League 1. Port Vale, 19,000 League 1. Plymouth Argyle, 17,440 League 1. Bristol Rugby Stadium, 27,000. Leicester Tigers Rugby Ground, 25,000. Brentford social media Twitter followers, 398,000.
That's good.
Benty has more than 80,000 more at 480,000. Adrian Durham has only 5,000 less, 393,000
winding me up.
on Twitter. Aston Villa have 3 million more followers on Instagram than Brentford. They sell their best players, Ivan Toney, Mbumo, Wissa, Watkins and Raya. And also, Ali, to finish off, their stadium for me should be folded away after games and used as a motorway. There. Rant over. Where was we?
You know what I'm going to do?
What? I took it well, did you think?
You'll be terrified.
What?
I'm going to phone up Natalie and get Natalie on.
Oh, Natalie's their biggest supporter.
I think Natalie will be coming for you.
Yeah, Natalie's their most popular supporter.
I'm going to tell you something.
We've got royalty as our most famous.
Have you not?
The future king.
Yeah, I get that.
Tom Hanks.
Do you not have anything positive to say? What about the job Keith Andrews is doing even? What about Thiago through the middle? Come on.
Okay, I'll be positive. Thiago was a menace on the weekend. He's that sort of striker that you're like, oh, Conser had his handful with him. I thought they were fantastic defensively as well.
Yeah.
And he didn't straight away after 10 men bring on Collins and go 5. He waited for 15 minutes in the second half, then brought Collins on. Rico Henry was very good.
Terrific, yeah.
Yeah,
I spoke to you after the game. He impressed you,
at left back as well.
Yeah.
And they looked really up for the fight. But it's a shame that their fans didn't turn up. It was a third full, the away end. So it's a shame they didn't come. The far drive to Birmingham from Brentford.
Man. You're a bad man. Now, here we go. Where are we?
Let's move on.
The big story that came out of deadline day yesterday was actually a deal that didn't even happen. Jean-Philippe Mateta seemingly stranded now at Crystal Palace. That's going to be an interesting journey back in there this morning.
Mateta surges through! What an incredible finish! Jean-Philippe Mateta!
He's not in the right place to play, and then it makes no sense, and because we have to protect the team, I have to protect him.
Milan are the team who are really pushing for Mateta. In fact, they believe they've got a verbal agreement in place with Palace.
The report came back and the Milan doctor was not convinced, was not satisfied with the exam results, and said to the club, we shouldn't go ahead with this signing.
What you've got now is quite an unhappy Jean-Philippe Mateta. He told Palace verbally he wanted away in this window. He posted an angry emoji on social media. I think it's difficult to see how Jean-Philippe Mateta plays for Palace again.
Well, that's an interesting one. No doubt about it. A chaotic 24 hours in the Palace camp for Mateta himself. He thought he was getting a move to Italy, but before failing a medical with the club. Pleased to say joining us now is a man who's a hot property for many Premier League clubs after he scored a winner for Barnsley against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Now he's a football agent, and we're just going to find out how angry he would be with Mateta for the way he's handled himself. It's a very good morning to Brian Howard. Brian, good morning, mate. How are you?
Good morning, Brian.
Morning, boys. How are we? Bit tired this morning. Very, very long day yesterday, but a good day. So, yeah, all good.
Brian, here's a question for you, mate. First question. We'll talk about the ins and outs of and the complexities of it. But Mateta, right, obviously going to be very, very disappointed. How's that going to work out now, going back into that Palace dressing room?
I think it's going to be difficult. I think once you go to social media, it opens up to everyone. I think that you guys have played the game with players that we look after now. You can go to your club that you're at, things aren't working, and you say that I want to leave. There's a club that likes me, get good money in for me, let me move on. But once you go to social media, you open up to everyone, and then obviously the worst thing that's happened is the injury. And I think most clubs say, okay, you can go once we get a replacement. Palace have done that. They've got their replacement in. Yep. He's failed a medical and he's got to go back now. And, World Cup year coming up, he's got a lot to do to get back in that team.
Brian, how does that affect agents trying to get players moves in the future? Because if I'm Crystal Palace now, I'm saying, Mateta, I know you wanted double the money. You wanted this big contract, but look, your moves fell through at AC Milan. Maybe going forward, clubs will be looking at your knee and thinking, I'm not too sure I want to invest in you. They're in a good position now, aren't they, Crystal Palace, to say, that's the contract we're offering you, sign it, or you're not getting a better deal?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of players out there, they have to stay at the clubs that they're at because they know they won't pass a medical moving elsewhere. I mean, the medicals now are so stringent. I was involved in one yesterday. I couldn't believe the amount of details that went into the medical. And I think all other clubs, they'll be put off now by that. They know Mateta, what he can do on the pitch, and know that he's a good player. But they're going to spend, tens of millions and how much in wages on someone, and the risk of them breaking down. It's a massive risk, and it's worrying for the player and his agent and his camp moving forward.
Clearly worrying for the player and his camp moving forward, Brian. But flip side of the coin, I mean, you've got to have a degree, I don't care what anybody says, you've got to have a degree of sympathy for him because he thinks the move's going through and obviously a disappointment. Flip side of the coin, what about Palace? What about the Palace management and board, for example, now? How are they feeling? Because they've obviously, brought somebody in for the best part of 45, 48 million, Strand Larsen, and they, I'm guessing, are clearly expecting, the move to go through and Mateta to go to Milan.
Yeah, I think it's this disappointment all round. I think a chance to go to play for a club like AC Milan. That's no disrespect to Palace, won the FA Cup and been brilliant in the Premier League. But we've seen there's a lot gone on at Palace in terms of the manager and Mark Gay going. But I think they said that they were happy. They'll get money for a player that doesn't want to be there. They've spent potentially that money on the replacement, and now they're stuck with two. How does that affect them financially? How does that then further affect maybe stuff that's going on behind the scenes? I don't know because I've not been dealing with the club. But it's a difficult situation for everyone now.